The COVID-19 crisis changed everything for ADRA. The needs had never been greater, but lockdowns, travel restrictions, remote work, and every new uncertainty brought on by the pandemic required new ways of thinking and new ways to meet these unprecedented humanitarian challenges. ADRA quickly launched a COVID-19 task force with members from around the world so that the agency could address the reality of a global crisis with the power of a global response. In addition, they leaned on their partnership with the church and the worldwide church network to reach even more of our neighbors in need around the world. As the potential devastation of the pandemic first became evident, ADRA's Africa Regional Office partnered with Adventist Women's Ministries and youth departments in 16 countries with one goal: to ensure communities wouldn't go hungry during the crisis. ADRA's expertise and the church's resources came together to train women and young people to plant sustainable household and community gardens. In turn, these volunteers would train others in their communities, as well as provide seeds and gardening tools, and spread awareness about preventing COVID-19 and disaster risk reduction. In Uganda, people excitedly reported that they not only had enough food for their families, but also enough to share with their neighbors, as well as sell additional produce for income. The success of the project in Uganda prompted the church to donate 100,000 hectares of land to ADRA to launch an Adventist Learning and Livelihood Center, where together they can continue to serve many more people in coming years. In Zambia, youth taught local women how to minimize the effects of disasters on the local area. And the women, in turn, taught the youth how to prepare the nutritious food they'd grown together in community gardens. Word continued to spread, and more people wanted to be included. The goal of training hundreds of people was quickly surpassed, and now thousands have food security. ADRA served close to 20 million people in 96 countries in the first year of the pandemic alone. And now they are working with communities on the next steps to recovery. All over the world, people are gaining awareness and access regarding the COVID-19 vaccines, as well as critical tools, training, and resources to feed their families and build sustainable livelihoods. When India and several neighboring countries in South Asia were hit by a massive surge in COVID-19 cases, ADRA partnered with Seventh-day Adventist medical facilities across the region. In addition to supplying personal protective equipment and other critical resources to hospitals and clinics, one overwhelming need was oxygen. ADRA provided oxygen supplies, including an oxygen generator plant, or OGP, to Metis Adventist Hospital. This OGP allowed the hospital to have its own sustainable source of oxygen for this crisis and beyond. ADRA is currently working on the delivery of 6 more OGPs for medical facilities in India.
Hello everyone, this is the oxygen generation plant which is sent by ADRA. We really want to thank ADRA for understanding our need of the air. When the entire country was battling with the shortage of oxygen supply, we also at Metis Adventist Hospital had these difficulties, and we really want to thank ADRA. Thank you, ADRA.
Jesus said that when he comes in glory, he will say to the righteous, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." A portion of your mission offerings helps the work of ADRA